Well, hey, I'm Bishop.
And I'm Dr. Steph.
And thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Our Life,
Our Journey, Our Truth.
We're so excited to have you in this wonderful new year. And we're excited, man. I tell you, so much excitement about 2024.
Yes.
And we're excited about just being able to bring this content to you. And it's our blessing to you. And we hope that you will stay connected to us. Make sure you follow this woman because she's got a lot of information to share with y'all. Dr. Steph Walker. Follow me at JosephWalker3. Go to our website, drstephwalker3.org. And we want you to subscribe. Because we want you to stay connected to this platform because it's our goal to continue to bring you content that can elevate you to the next level. In this series we're in, we're getting so much feedback, and we're so excited because we know everybody's excited about winning this year, being successful.
Getting the year off to a great start.
Yes, and we want to give you these strategies that we believe can help. Now, last week we talked about goals and how to set them, and we appreciate all of your comments. And listen, one of the things that we hope you did was take all of those 5 principles we shared. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch that episode because this is a 3-part series. But it's incredibly important you take those strategies, take those goals rather, and that you whiteboard them. And it's important. Everybody's doing whiteboards now.
If you have a vision board, apply to your vision board
There
strategy.
you go. Yeah, and put it out there because right now we're going to talk about how to execute with excellence.
Yeah.
Because what we're committed to doing is helping you move from theory to praxis.
Yes.
And we want to really talk to you because no matter what scale your vision is, there's some simple things that you can do that can execute that vision with excellence.
Because we also know that no matter what your goals are, right? We all have goals. Bright people, you guys are all very bright people. Most people's goals, dreams, visions die in the execution phase. So our goal is to give you the resources, the tools, really, to be able to make sure that you survive this phase.
Yeah, because we don't want you in that perpetual state of fitting. I'm fitting to do it.
We all know people.
I'm fitting to do it.
Right.
So let's get right into it. So first of all, we're going to give you 5 things that we think will be a blessing to you, and we hope each one of these principles will truly, truly speak into your life. So get something to write with because here they come. Here's number 1. Are you ready? We're executing with excellence, and we're going to talk about you got to be committed.
And how?
You got to step out there. You got to get off the boat, man.
Yeah.
End of the day, Peter steps out of the boat and he's committed.
You have to make that decision that you're going to just do it, period. I'm going to do it, period. I will be successful, period. Make it up in your mind. Frequently, the difference between those who actually are successful and those who are not are their ability to see themselves do it, their ability to commit to that thing, and their ability to refuse to lose.
Yeah, and it's about the energy of intentionality. It's about really making certain that I'm aligned spiritually, emotionally, and physically toward the accomplishment of that goal. To be fully committed, to be locked in. And people know when you're locked in and you're committed. You can't be casual in your commitment, nor can you be coerced into commitment. Like, well, you'll do it, I'll do it. No, you got to be so...
Or doing it for someone else.
Yeah, you have to be locked in. So commitment is key because it says that I have truly stepped out. I am locked in. I believe, even as you're watching us now, many of you say, yes, that's me. I'm committed. I'm going to do this. I know many years in the past you might have said I was going to do it and you did not do it. We're going to let that go. We're going to just give you a clean slate. Give yourself grace in this and say this year will be different than any other year. To execute with excellence, to move this thing from theory to praxis that you put on that vision board, we've got to be committed. You got to get up and do it.
Yeah, and I would even say, like, a lot of people may not step out because of fear, right? And it's not about, like, some people are like, be fearless. It's not about being fearless, I don't think. I think it's about stepping out in spite of your fears. Because I truly believe that if God is putting something in your spirit to do, to achieve, like, it's going to make you nervous. And if it doesn't make you nervous, then that goal isn't big enough, right?
Wow.
Like, if it doesn't make you second guess and like, oh, Lord, I don't know if I can do this, great, that's perfect. Because the reality is you shouldn't do it by yourself. You want to take him with you on this journey.
Woo! Ooh, sound like you're talking to some water walkers out
Right.
there. People that know how to walk on the water.
Right,
I've never done
right,
it
right,
before.
right,
It's a little
right.
frightening, but don't run from that. Like
Right.
embrace that. That's a part of the
Yeah.
process,
And
right?
even if it's not some big, giant,
Yeah.
audacious goal,
Yeah.
if it's just something as simple as trying to get fit, trying to get healthy, trying to,
Man.
help your kids do better this year, like whatever those things are, your mindset is huge. Commit. Mentally commit. Mentally tell yourself
Yeah.
that you can do it, it can be done, and at the end of the day, you're not going to allow yourself not to achieve.
All right, so you got that commitment. You got to commit to it. Here's a second. You got to find good coaches.
Yes. Amen.
You got to find good coaches. And man, you have an opportunity, particularly in this virtual space.
Yeah.
You're being coached right now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, this is what we're doing to
Yeah.
you right now. We're coaching you. You got to lock in on people who have been there. See, there's a lot of people that are coaching who have no fruit, right? So don't allow yourself to be coached by people who are just talking, but there's no
Be
evidence
careful
of
with
what
who
they're
you
saying.
connect with.
Oh
Yes,
my goodness,
yes,
it's
yes.
strategic connection. So
Yeah.
if you're going to execute with excellence, find people who are where you're trying to go.
Yes, been there, done that. Not people who are talking about it, but people who are being about it.
Yeah, they're truly being about it. And coaches are those that are
Yeah.
consistently there every day, because one big part of coaching, and we talk
Yeah.
about this all the time,
Yeah.
is accountability.
Yeah,
Because
accountability.
once you commit,
Yeah.
like sometimes you can waver, right?
Yeah.
And you need somebody to do what? Hold
You accountable. And so let's say if it's not necessarily a mentor per se, there's mentors, people that you go to ask questions, there's coaches, people that are walking by your side, and then there's accountability partners. Sometimes the coaches are your accountability partners per se, but sometimes it's just a friend or a family member or someone that you can pick up the phone and call, like when you're wavering or when you are having doubts, or, to check in on you to make sure that you are walking forward and doing the things that you said out loud that you were going to do.
Yeah, and that's important. I think when you have a coach, like I remember, and you do too, when we would first start working out together, and our trainer, who was our coach,
He would show up at
we see
6
that red
o'clock in the
truck pull
morning.
up, that red truck pull up, and we're like, oh.
We'd be like, we're not going to work out today. Let's just call him and hurry up and tell him we're not
Yeah,
going to do
and
it.
not gonna work.
And then he would show up
He'd
anyway.
show up anyway, because a coach will push you past your
Yeah.
threshold.
Yeah.
He or she knows
Yeah.
your capacity,
Yeah.
knows what they're trying to accomplish
Yeah.
in you. And so you need someone that can push you past your laziness, can push you past, those moments when you just want to tap out
Yeah.
and say, you got this, you could do
Yeah.
this. And boy, it pays huge dividends,
And
right?
sometimes those people are others who are walking along
Man.
their own journey, but
Man.
going in the same direction,
Man.
right? People who are about business, people who are setting their own goals, people who
Yeah.
see themselves
got it.
achieving just
You
as
got
well
it.
as you see yourself achieving. Those are great accountability partners because you can check on them and they're checking on you. They're almost like pacing partners, right? Because sometimes when you get tired, if you see a friend who's still going, you're like, oh, you ain't gonna leave me behind, and so you're gonna pick up your pace just so that you are not the weakest link in that union.
There it is. All right, so you've got commitment. We're out of the boat. We're committed. Energy of intentionality. We're locked in.
You're out there.
We're at a point of no return. We're going to do it this year, right? Then we're going to find coaches. We're going to find people, whether they're friends, mentors, people that are in this journey with us.
Yes.
Maybe it's Bishop and Dr. Steph who's
Yeah.
coaching you
Yeah.
along the way. Hey, we're right
Yeah.
here to do it. Whatever it is, find people who have done it well that can help motivate you
Yeah.
and push you past every excuse and help you achieve your goal. Now, here's the third thing. Executing with excellence. I love this one because I live by it, and she'll tell you I'm a creature of this. Consistency.
Consistency.
Oh, gosh. Consistency is the key. And let me tell you something. Let me drop something. I want to use it as a segue, right? When you talk about commitment and you talk about coaching, the reason why people are consistent because they don't understand this fundamental principle. Success is in the follow-through.
Amen. Amen. A lot of people think that you just have to be determined or that you just have to be smart or bright or be well connected. No, like people who are truly successful and achieve, they're successful because they have been consistent over time.
There it is.
Whatever goals you have, it's going to take time to achieve it. You might get there, but then how do you maintain? You might get there, but how do you take it to the next level? You might get there, but how do you stay there, right? Well, it takes consistency over time. A lot of people will start a thing, stop a thing, start a thing, stop a thing, start a thing, stop a thing. I would rather you take baby steps, one small step daily to climb Mount Everest versus climb halfway, fall all the way down, climb the other 3/4, fall all the way down. Because that takes way more energy and you're more likely to quit when you are in that sort of pattern. And it's hard to gain momentum, right? Like if you just keep running,
Yeah.
it's easier for you to run uphill, right? Then if you run and then stop, how much more momentum do you have to create? How much more work are you creating for yourself to then go that extra mile?
One of the things that I know she'll say about me is that I'm a creature of habit. And it works
Oh
for
boy,
me.
yes.
It works for me. And it may
Yes.
not work for everybody else,
Yeah.
but one of the things I try to do, like it's like clockwork. She
Yeah.
knows. He's gonna get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Every
He's
day.
going to the gym.
Every
He's
day.
gonna eat the same thing for breakfast.
Every
He's
day.
gonna do it. But it just works for me. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying you don't have to be as mundane as I am. You don't have to be like that. I'm saying though, you have to develop healthy habits
Yeah.
that cause you to reach your goals. And for me,
Yeah.
it just works for me.
And everyone's different.
Everybody's different. And you can't allow, somebody else's system become your system.
Yeah.
Develop your system
Yeah, your
of
own.
consistency. But remember, everything I've ever done in leadership, everything I've done in life, I've found great success in consistency.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
follow my journey as a leader in the church in Mount Zion as a pastor. It's because I have been there. My members know Bishop's going to be there. I've been consistently present. I've been pastoring the church almost 32 years.
Yeah.
Talking about consistency. Like, it's about learning when I'm locked in on something I'm trying to achieve, and constantly be better at it. I'm constantly driving it and driving it and driving it. Everything, your money works the same way. Consistently investing, not being distracted, not allowing yourself to have these episodic splurge moments, but saying, I'm focused on the goal.
Yeah.
Consistency, working out, consistency,
Yeah.
consistent. Are you eating right? Consistent. And some things you get in moderation.
Yeah.
You're going to mess up, you're going to slip up, but it's okay. But as
Yeah.
long as you create a culture
Yeah.
of consistency,
Yeah.
I believe you'll execute.
And
with
I would
excellence.
even argue, let's say, he talked about, losing weight or doing other things. Let's say if you're trying to start a small business, let's say you have a full-time job or you're in school full-time. Even if you just give 15 or 20 minutes a day
There it is.
to that business, it will grow. You don't have to quit your job today and climb Mount Everest tomorrow. Like, that's very difficult.
Right.
And chances of success in that model are slim, right? But if you are consistent in your focus and your ability to just do a little bit, guess what? That mountain or that hill that you're building will eventually grow over time.
Yeah.
It's the seeds that you're planting and the fruit that will be delivered in due season.
You got it? So let's review 1, 2, and 3. 1 was commitment. Be out there. Got to be committed. Got to understand the energy of intentionality. You got to be locked in.
Yeah.
2 was getting the right coaches, the right people to help motivate you, push you. 3, consistency, those habits, constantly pushing and motivating yourself over and over and over again, that you're going to win no matter what. Here's number 4. How do you handle challenges?
Yeah.
See, the key to success and executing with excellence is knowing that challenges are going to come.
Yeah.
And when you are a leader, when you are a person that's trying to accomplish something in 2024, to be the person you are, you have to understand it's part of the course.
Yeah.
Challenges are going to come,
Yeah.
but they come to make you stronger. Don't just tap out the moment you have a challenge. Well, I'm done here. That's why you miss it.
Yeah, I think one hack that we actually do really well, like in the beginning, is when you're setting your goals, you anticipate the challenge. You know you're going to falter. You're going to fail at something. You know you're going to trip up. You know you're going to, slide. You might miss the boat here and there. Like, that is just par for the course, part of the process. If you are pushing yourself to excellence, people who are successful aren't successful because it's been a straight path. They're successful because they have failed at multiple things that they've tried.
There it is.
And you only need to be successful once to keep moving in the right direction. Does that make sense? And so part of our hack is identifying someone. Frequently for us, it's each other. Sometimes if you're in business, that might be an accountability partner, but someone that you can sit down and talk, look, these are my goals. This is what I'm trying to do. I know that I'm going to hit, rocky roads here and there. When I feel like I want to give up, this is what I need from you.
Right.
Like I need, maybe you're the person that needs a little nudge. Maybe you need tough love. Maybe you need a little soft nudge. Maybe you need soft love. You know what I mean? Like whatever your personality needs, let someone know so that when you do start to falter, when you do start to want to give up, they can speak into you the way that you're capable of receiving it so that you can keep going. But you're going to need someone to help you. And sometimes, let's say you don't have anyone, get on your knees, get on your face, and that someone for you is going to be the Lord. At the end of the day, he knows what your goals are. He knows what you're trying to do, and he'll be able to push you through too.
All right. So, wow, man, you nailed that one. Listen, I want to talk about number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5, all right? Write it down. Get ready, because here it comes. Drum roll. And it's a good one.
Yeah.
Celebration. Your victories, man. And those victories don't have to be big. Along the way, celebrate the small things, man. You have got to stop beating yourself up. We often amplify our errors. We're bad on ourselves. Oh, I just keep messing up. But you've accomplished some things.
Yeah.
And it could just be, hey, man, I've lost a pound. And you're like, get on the scale, and you're like,
it's only a pound.
Man, celebrate that.
It's something,
man, Celebrate. I got one client. Celebrate that. Like you have to.
My first check was $59 or $36. That's it. I put in 300 hours of work.
That.
You better frame that, take a picture, deposit it, and stick it in a frame, right? Because it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning, and so much fruit will come out of that.
Yeah, I think so often we end up complaining so much that we miss out on the extraordinary things that are happening along the way. And it's so important because, you really have to build your own morale in this process of executing your vision. And excellence in execution is about creating a culture and a climate around you. Even people that may be on your team, if you have a team, or if it's you and your family watching you, your family needs to know. Make them a part of it. Like celebrate certain things, man. Like sometimes
we're really good about that.
Listen, we will pause. Hey, I'm proud of you. We put the sign up. This is a major accomplishment because we want to take time and honor the work that you have done.
And if you have kids, you have family that are with you, make the kids a part of the process. And that's what I meant by that we are really good at, like making sure that they're a part of the achievements. And so, if you give mommy and daddy, a week to focus on X, Y, and Z, this is what we're trying to do. And then we have like a pizza party afterwards, or whatever. And it makes them feel that they were a part of the journey because the reality is they were, right?
Yeah. So, listen, these 5 areas, again, we hope have been a tremendous blessing to you. And as you work on your commitments, right, and you get the right coaches, and you understand the power of consistency, and you overcome those challenges, and you celebrate those victories, what we hope is that you will execute in excellence. The book is called No Opportunity Wasted Now, The Art of Execution. And it's a lot in there, whether you're a business owner or just a layperson who's just trying to do life better. We encourage you to get it. Go to drstephwalker3.org and order your copy. But more importantly, we want you to make sure you comment in here and let us know. Maybe you have questions. Maybe there are things we can help you with. You follow Dr. Steph, follow me. We're here for you. And we just kind of feel like we're the virtual coaches out here to help you. In this series, we are so incredibly committed to making sure you have great success in 2024.
And reach your potential this year.
Because we know you're going to do it. So we're excited about it, and we thank you so much, and we appreciate all of you. And just remember, man, believe in you. Believe in you.
We do.
We really do. And at the end of the day, it's your dream. It's what God gave you. And even while you're sitting there watching this saying, man, I can do this.
You got this.
You got this.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah.
So I'm Bishop.
And I'm Dr. Steph.
Until next time. Peace.